10 years after release, Grim Dawn still proves that an action RPG does not need seasonal pressure, a live service structure, or constant online requirements to keep players invested. It needs satisfying combat, meaningful loot, a world worth exploring, and enough build freedom to make the next character feel completely different. In this review, we are examining the gameplay loop, character systems, visuals, audio, story, long-term value, and the few aging elements that new players should understand before jumping in. At its core, this is a traditional isometric action RPG. You explore the ruined world of Cairn, clear dense groups of enemies, complete quests, collect equipment, improve your skills, and move into increasingly demanding areas and difficulty levels. The rhythm is familiar, but the execution is remarkably consistent. Combat has weight, useful loot appears regularly, and hidden rooms or alternate paths reward players who investigate the map instead of following the objective marker in a straight line. Character building is the main attraction. The base game lets you combine two masteries, creating hybrid classes with a huge number of possible playstyles. A soldier can become a durable frontline fighter, while combinations involving the demolitionist, occultist, nightblade, arcanist, or shaman can focus on range damage, pets, spells, speed, or elemental effects. The devotion system adds another layer through a constellation-style passive map unlocked by restoring shrines. That depth makes experimentation rewarding, but it can also intimidate beginners. Damage types, resistances, components, augments, faction reputation, crafting, and skill interactions take time to understand. Respecting skill points reduces the punishment for early mistakes, yet planning a highly optimized character still requires careful reading or outside guidance. Cairn remains one of the better settings in the genre. Its devastated towns, wilderness, underground ruins, and supernatural threats build a bleak, dark fantasy atmosphere. Quests include choices with consequences, friendly and hostile factions react to your actions, and collectible notes fill in what happened without constantly interrupting the combat. The story is not presented like a cinematic blockbuster, but the world has enough detail to make exploration feel meaningful. The art direction has aged better than the technology. Lighting, weather, enemy designs, and environmental details still create a strong mood, although character models, animations, interface elements, and some textures clearly belong to an older engine. The soundtrack is excellent at supporting the setting. It stays restrained during exploration and becomes more forceful when necessary, while combat effects give attacks useful impact without overwhelming the music. Grim Dawn's greatest strengths are its exceptional build variety, rewarding loot, deep progression systems, and carefully designed world. The substantial campaign, strong atmosphere, offline-friendly structure, and 4-player co-op give it lasting replay value without relying on a live service model. The biggest complaints are mostly tied to age and excess. Combat can become repetitive during long sessions, inventory management interrupts the flow when loot piles up, and the sheer number of systems can make the early game harder to read than it needs to be. The fixed hand-built world also means repeated campaigns are less unpredictable than games built around fully randomized layouts. Those weaknesses are easy to accept because the value is outstanding. The base campaign is substantial, supports solo play and 4-player co-op, and offers enormous replayability through builds. The Definitive Edition adds the major expansions and is the better long-term package when discounted, but the base game is already complete and worthwhile. Its very positive Steam reception and strong critic scores remain justified. Grim Dawn earns a 9 out of 10. It is not the most modern action RPG, but it remains one of the deepest, most complete, and most player-friendly choices in the genre. If you value build variety and offline-friendly progression more than cutting-edge presentation, it is absolutely worth playing. If this review helped, leave a like, subscribe for more honest game reviews, and tell me in the comments which mastery combination you would build first.